Hello everybody, happy Friday. This is Friday Sews. My name's Carol and this is my first Friday Sews of 2023. What will this year bring for us all? I've had a really busy week this week sewing. Managed to get loads in because we had obviously a few days bank holiday, so and no childcare, so I did a lot of sewing. And the funny thing is, when I actually looked at all the things I'd made this week, they're all shades of burgundy. It seems to be like a burgundy week. They're all the same kind of theme, which was really handy when it came to things like changing the thread on the overlocker and the cover stitch machine. So what I'm going to do is I will show you the things I made, and I'll do like a fashion show section rather than me just hold them up. So just do things slightly different and see how you like it. What I will say though is this pattern I have fallen in love with, so much so I actually made two things from it. But it was Butterick 6388 and I must be current because I bought it back in September when I went to America, just spotted it in the drawer. I'm beginning to love Butterick so much. The only thing for me, sizing was a bit tricky, but I'll talk more about that when I show you what I made. But I didn't realise until I did some research that Butterick is the oldest pattern company. So no, I'm in love with that pattern. It's brilliant. Another thing I made this week I will show is I did my New Year's resolution. I got it done in like a couple of days. Do you remember I said I want to do an item from any of my Burda magazines that I had? Well, I did. I chose this one. This was September 2020 and it was this zip up jacket. Now I'd already had the pattern cut out a couple of years ago. I traced it and did it. A couple of you very kindly reminded me to add a seam allowance, but it was too late by the time I read that because I just cracked on and did it. First of all, the pattern I cut out and traced originally was going to be too small for me, but I thought, no, I'll get away with that because it's stretchy, so I should go, because I'm a little bit bigger than I was a couple of years ago, so I thought I'd get away with it. But without a seam allowance, it was touch and go. I had to do my seams, the tiniest little seams I could manage, but I did do that, and I will show you more. But first of all, I just want to say thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating this hashtag Friday Sews, which has enabled us YouTubers to get together on a Friday, release videos under hashtag Friday Sews. And then easy to find us, you know where we all are. You just type in the hashtag into the search bar and up we pop with our latest instalment of what we've been up to and sewn, and just a little bit about life. So I'll go ahead and do my fashion show for you now. This is Butterick 6388. I made it out of it's like a ponte, it's a knitted fabric with a tiny bit of lurex in. I bought last year. I've got a toaster sweater made out of it. And I'd also had a load more in my stash because I ordered it by mistake. So I managed to get it used up. I made the dress version. Now on the model it comes to knee length and that just looked awful on me. So I've cut it to the same length as she's got it on the front cover. It's got some amazing triangles that are inserted in the front here. And in those triangles, that's how you put in these lovely pockets here. Now because the fabric was quite weighty, I had to actually, you can't see it, but I've had to top stitch the pocket to it because it was dragging down too much, but that doesn't look too bad. This was my favourite bit, this collar here. I've never made this collar before. It's so simple, it's just like a collar band, but you just overlap it. It was really simple to do and it makes a really nice cosy sort of, but I think slightly flattering neckline, more flattering on me than having it sort of like a roll neck. So I am really pleased with this. It's got a centre back seam just to give it so it goes in a bit of shaping, but I didn't have to do anything other than shorten it. So I was very happy with this. Hope you approve. I liked that dress so much, I then went on to make a sweatshirt out of the same pattern. I have this lovely sweatshirt fleece with just got flecks of different colours in there. Nice fleecy backed. And I just had to make a sweatshirt out of it. Same collar, same really simple to do with a slightly dropped. You insert the sleeves flat, which is amazing. So slightly dropped sleeves. But I'm really happy, so I'm just wearing it with leggings at the moment and boots. The only thing is, in the shorter version, you probably could, but I didn't put the pockets in because they would come down a little bit too low. I am missing that, but for what I want it for, I'm not going to put anything in the pockets anyway. So really pleased. Again, really quite a quick make. This certainly is my favourite feature. And it's just nice length sleeves and it's just made a nice cosy jumper. So very pleased with that. So this was the New Look 6439. It was made out of the double brush poly from Joann's. It's so soft and so cosy. I am really pleased with this, but I did have to change something. I made view B, which has the scooped back on it. Quite a long scoop back. Now I ended up having to cut that off because what I didn't figure in is the inside is white. So all you could see, the front bit was lovely, but all you see is the bit draping down at the back and you just see white here, if you can imagine that. And I hated that. So I cut it off to be the same level as the front so you wouldn't see any of it, which has meant it comes up quite short at the back. And sort of maybe almost like tucks under. I don't think it's too bad, and certainly from the front I'm really pleased with it. I just did a rolled hem on my overlocker, and the same for the sleeves because I just didn't want to lose any more fabric. So overall it's exactly what I wanted, a tunic dress to go over black leggings or jeans. Just a little bit of a shame about the length on the back, but I think it looks okay. So this is the Burda jacket from the magazine, and as I described before the film, I made a slight error in the sizing that I required and I missed out on the seam allowance, but I can wear it. The arms are really snug. Now some kind viewer did warn me about that, because I'd already cut it out by then, there was nothing I could do. So you couldn't wear anything thick underneath it. Nice smart zip up top. This was a ponte, it's quite a slippy, nice ponte. I put some cording in. I did have these, I think you call them grommets. They are slightly too big and I certainly wouldn't do that when I do another one because it's actually quite hard there. I would probably just use buttonholes, to be honest. But it's got no pockets. You did have the option for pockets and I didn't put them on, and I wish I had, but I'm definitely going to do that next time. Very snug. Snug is the ultimate word for this. So yeah, I will wear it to yoga because it's the perfect thing. Going back to the Burda, I have redrawn, because I really liked that jacket, I've redrawn the pattern, the next size up, and I have added the seam allowance. Now I should have known this anyway from doing the Lutterlow, and luckily I had the 1.5 centimetres seam allowance rulers, which enabled me to do it quite easily. So I've done that and I'm going to make it, I've got some, it looks bluey, but it's actually kind of a green sweatshirt fleece. So I'm going to make another one out of that. And I will show that next week. Oh, matches what I'm wearing. I will show you what I'm wearing because it was a little alteration job I did this week. I did a massive clear out of my wardrobe and I got rid of 3 bags of clothes, and I came across this one. Now this was, it was McCalls 7122. Now I made it as this tunic chop. I made it about 3-4 years ago. And it had split sides, and it was in, I really like this fabric. It was a ponte actually, but I never wore it. The tendency for me to wear leggings and tunics is kind of wavering a little bit. So I thought I daren't throw it away. So I cropped it. So I will show you what I did. I cropped it to just below waist length, and I made a double band hem on the bottom because it came out quite long. So I just double that over, made that a nice band on the bottom, and now I can wear it straight away. So I was really pleased with that. I have also forgotten to show you what I had for Christmas. Obviously I had some lovely gifts. We all had some brilliant stuff, didn't we? But the hilarious thing was that I ordered from Adam Sews, the caddies. He's made some beautiful caddies, and I ordered one a while ago for my daughter, for him to make one for her for Christmas. Picked it up from him, absolutely so pleased with it. Come Christmas Day, what did I have from my daughter? I had a caddy that he'd made, and look at this. He is just amazing. Look at the colours. Now, it is a tulle fabric. I will get it wrong if I say exactly what it is, but if you're into tulle, I'm sure you'll know. I use it at the moment. I'm using it for all my sort of recording stuff, but I was so excited. I couldn't believe that he had kept the secret, and my daughter had ordered one for me as well. So we both have one now, but she's keeping all her like makeup, hair stuff in it. So thank you very much, Adam. You did an amazing job on that. I had something in the post today, and I know it's beginning into January, but it was a Christmas card from Deb, from Deb's Way. I was so excited to receive it, and I know it's a little bit late, but we've had such awful postage strikes over Christmas. But nice Christmas card. And she included now I'm going to say these wrong, is it Ghirardelli chocolates, which I love, and we don't get in this country, to my knowledge. Might get them in some stores, but she included some chocolates, and they got here safely. So she posted this at the beginning of December, and as I said, it's been so awful, our post. Thank you, Deb. I really appreciate that. That was really cheered me up today. I was a little bit naughty, and I was going to try and be really good this year on ordering patterns and fabric, and I'm certainly working through my stash at the moment, trying to reduce it down a bit. But I think some patterns they were doing a good deal on Sew Direct. So I ordered a couple of patterns. Now I've had my eye on this. It's a bag pattern, and I know it's not my speciality, but it amazes me. I keep looking at it and looking at it, and it's like a woven bag here. So this is Simplicity 9623. I've never done anything like that before. I would certainly love to give that a go. I don't know how hard it is, whether it's achievable for me, but I've had my eye on that. So there was a sale, so I went for it. There was also this Burda pattern 9276, and it's got this wrap roll. Now I could probably work something like that out myself, but I thought I need to start getting some patterns just for bags and things, because I did enjoy making all those gifts for Christmas, and everybody appreciated getting them. The last thing I bought was this t-shirt pattern, and I know we've all got lots of t-shirt patterns, but what I really like about it is the fact that it's got side splits here, but they're buttoned either side. There's two buttons. Now I've got a top, store-bought top that I absolutely love, that has the same type of thing with two buttons either side, and I've tried to kind of copy that before, but never done it very successfully. So I really want to give this a go. When I was going through my wardrobe, I realised I am, funnily enough, a bit light on t-shirts, because the last few times I've gone through and cleared stuff, I've got rid of a lot of t-shirts, and I didn't make many last year, so to replace the ones I was throwing out. So that could make a really decent sort of different pattern, just with those buttons either side. So I'm going to look forward to doing that. Oh, I just realised it's Butterick again. See, I've got a Butterick fascination at the moment. So next week I'm going to be doing the sweatshirt, the resized one, Burda, and I am waiting for some fabric to come actually. It's been taking a while, but it's jersey cotton that I'm going to make my daughter a pair of pyjamas with similar to ones that I've made. She saw them over the new year when she stayed and said, oh, when are you going to make me a pair? So I'm just sat waiting for that to come as well. I am sure I will do some other sewing bits though. I've certainly got my eye on making that Butterick t-shirt, giving that a go. So I'm sure I will be back with some things that I have made next week. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next Friday for Friday Sews, if not before. And as ever, I'm going to put some photos at the end, and it's normally nothing ever to do with sewing, but I hate saying goodbye and then nothing. So I like to give you a little bit of photos of something that we've been up to at the end. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye.